This video is for everyone out there who has to wear a suit, either every once in a while or maybe every day, whatever the occasion. If you're wearing a suit, these are my 5 favorite fragrances that I use all the time in my daily work as an attorney. So stay tuned to find out what they are. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. Thank you guys for watching, first of all, and thank you for subscribing, those of you who have. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and take a second. I'll give you 3 seconds while we listen to the nice jazz music. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. This next video is one that I thought about because a lot of you already know that I am an attorney by day. That is my daily job. I've been doing it for over 25 years now, so I've got a lot of experience, and I'm a litigation attorney, which means I'm in court a lot. In the last year and a half with COVID, that meant court appearances via Zoom, but I still have to wear a suit, at least on top. And now as things are starting to open back up again, we're going back into court a lot more, so you gotta have everything dressed, looking sharp and ready to go. And to me, the fragrance is an important part of my suit as any other part of my clothing or fashion or whatever I'm wearing when I'm trying to look my best and feel my best. That includes making a good impression, but it also includes making me feel confident. Fragrance to me and what I wear gives me confidence. It makes me feel good. I like to pick a fragrance, obviously, that matches my suit, matches my mood, matches what I'm trying to do. And when I'm going to court, right, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to advocate. I'm trying to argue on behalf of my client. I'm trying to convince maybe a judge or another attorney or a jury or whoever it may be. And what I wear, and my fragrance in particular, helps me get to that goal. So these 5 fragrances, and there are gonna be a couple surprises I think in here, are ones that I found when I looked through my collection that I wear most often when I am going to court or when I'm wearing a suit for any particular occasion. It doesn't have to be for court. It could be for work. It could be for a date. It could be for a function, a party, whatever it may be. But so I'm going to kind of go, I guess I'm going to go in descending order, starting with my number 5 fragrance. And well, this is actually, let me get them all in order here because I did not have them in the correct order. All right. Coming in at number 5, this one was a little bit surprised because I don't wear it for many other occasions, and that is, get ready, Platinum Egoiste from Chanel. This is the EDT or the Eau de Toilette. You can see the bottle's almost gone. I've had this for over 10 years now. This is a staple in my collection, and it's got that classic Chanel DNA, kind of powdery smell. But what I found is that this is a fragrance, although I don't wear it on a day-to-day basis a lot anymore, I do pick it up when I'm gonna wear a suit. And what's great about it is you can put it on, when I put on fragrance for wearing a suit, I wear, kind of my normal sprays. I spray on either side of my neck. I usually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 2 on the back. And then what I do is I spray maybe a little bit on one lapel on either side, because that way, again, it kind of projects off and it allows me to smell it more. Because when I'm wearing a suit, right, normally I spray in my arms when I'm wearing short sleeve shirts, and then I can smell it projecting and all that. The problem is when you're wearing a suit, that's all covered up. So I like to spray maybe on either side of the lapel or, on the jackets here, and that gives me that extra smell, okay? So that is Platinum Egoiste, my number 5, a little bit of a shocker, but it is a classic, all right? Next, coming in at number 4, this is gonna be another, I think, a little bit of a surprise shocker, everybody. And this is, yes, Office for Men, Jeremy Fragrance's fragrance from Fragrance One. I've had this for probably almost a couple years now, about a year and a half, and what can I say? This is, like Aqua de Gio, Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, all wrapped in one. Whether you like him or not, the fragrance is an extremely solid, well-performing fragrance. It lasts all day. It gives you good projection, and it exudes office. I mean, it was done by Alberto Marias, one of the best perfumers of all time. So you got to look at it like that. The people who don't like Jeremy necessarily, you got to look at it. The fact is that while he commissioned it, Alberto Marias made this perfume. And he doesn't make crap, all right? He doesn't put his name on crap. And this is an excellent fragrance. And again, I find that I wear this a lot when I'm gonna have a meeting and I'm wearing my suit because it just smells like suit. It smells like business. And the fact that he called it office, I think they nailed it. This is one of those fragrances. I think it's a great idea for beginning fragrance people who are just getting into the fragrance world and they're not sure what to wear. This makes it easy. You know, you say, oh, office, okay, I'm gonna wear this for my office. So there you go. That was my number 4 fragrance. Number 3, and this is, again, gonna be a little bit of a surprise, I think. This is Brooks Brothers, New York. This is an eau de toilette. This came out, I don't know, probably 15 years ago. It's actually discontinued now. I got this at, I believe, TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of those discounters, probably about 2 years ago. And it is just, again, a fragrance that screams business. It screams Wall Street. I don't know if a fragrance to me more exudes Wall Street, New York business than Brooks Brothers, New York. The name, again, captures it all. I love, just like the last one, when a name completely just aligns with the fragrance and what they're trying to do. A lot of times the fragrances and the names to me have absolutely no correlation and you're left kind of wondering, not with this one. This totally gets it. Now, caveat, again, it's discontinued. You're gonna have to find it online from a discount retailer or whatever, but you can get it. This 100 ml I got for like 15 bucks. So it's very cheap, so it's a cheapie, but it's also not gonna last you long. It's maybe 3 hours max. It's a good 3 hours. It's that classic barbershop fougere smell. So it's powdery, it's barbershop, it's citrus, all that. If you like the barbershop fougere smell and you want a cheap fragrance, this is the one, and it's great again for suits. What's great, this one is you can spray it on your suit and it's not gonna stay there for days. Some of these fragrances, as you know, when you spray them on your clothes, it's one of the reasons why I hesitate to spray on clothes is because it will stay on the suit or the shirt for days and days and days, and that can then interfere if you happen to wear it again a few days later, for example, a jacket or suit, and you still smell that old fragrance and you've got a different fragrance on. This one, you know, again, it's gonna dry off more quickly, it's gonna evaporate more quickly, and you just reapply it. So when I wear this and I'm gonna wear it all day, I'll just reapply it 2 or 3 times throughout the day, and it's so cheap, I don't care. All right, coming in, number 2, okay. And this is from Dolce & Gabbana, Velvet Desert Oud. Velvet Desert Oud, by the way, this was a gift from a friend of mine. She drew a heart on there. The bottles do not come with that heart, I don't believe. This is just that oud, dry, aromatic, just, it's like, it grabs you. Great unisex fragrance, by the way, for me. This is from their private label. This is not something you'll find at, you know, the department store or Macy's or Nordstrom's or, you know, wherever you shop. You're gonna have to find this, you know, from their website or I guess you may find it, some of the higher end stores may have the private label, but you can all go to Dolce & Gabbana. They have a few stores here in Miami, so I can pick them up there. Love the bottle. It's got this like kind of velvet top around the cap, and just again, lovely, lovely fragrance. And it's one that I find myself when I want to put a suit on and I want to go business and I want to have that, you know, extra oomph in my step. It gives me confidence. Velvet Desert Oud is the number 2 choice for me. Number 1, and this has been number 1, I got to say, for a long time for me, and it's never been supplanted yet. It hasn't been supplanted yet by any of these others, and that is Zizan from Ormond Jane. Zizan. You get this kind of citrus at the top, lemony. It's a little bit fresh, but then it's got this vetiver in the dry down that just takes it in a completely different direction that I love. This is the reason why I first started liking vetiver fragrances. I didn't know much about vetiver. I've been wearing this for years now. This is like my 2nd or 3rd bottle in the last 3 years, I guess. I think I first started wearing this about 4 years ago. Got it at Osme Perfumery on a whim and fell in love with it. Now, that's my number one. I wear this one again all the time. All the time. Just when I'm putting a suit on, a couple dabs here and there, it instills that just vigor and strength and manliness, and I get, more people recognize this. So if you're looking for compliments, I've talked about compliments before. I don't look for compliments, but of course I don't mind if I get them, right? I'm not complaining about them. But I wear this a lot on dates, by the way. That's also one of my best date fragrances because women seem to really love that fragrance on my skin, and I get all day wearing from it. The one thing I'll say is with these on, unfortunately, I believe it's been discontinued here in the States. During COVID, a lot of the niche fragrance houses, had to cut back on fragrances that they were shipping worldwide. And so here in the States, I don't believe this is available anymore. Like the distributors are not bringing it in because they had to cut back on the fragrances they could bring over. So I think you're gonna have to get this directly from their website in England. This is a British house, again, classic British perfumery, niche perfumery. Linda Pilkington is the creative director and the owner of the house, and she just does a wonderful job. I think this one was done, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Giza Schoen, if I remember, is a perfumer who did this one. I may be wrong on that one, but just going off my memory. So those are my top 5 fragrances for wearing when you have a suit on. Try them, let me know. And guys, let me know, what are your favorite fragrances that you like to wear when you're putting a suit on? So I mean suit, I mean jacket, tie, shirt. Doesn't have to necessarily have a tie. If you're wearing a jacket, that's fine too. But at least have a jacket on. What are you wearing? What do you like to wear? And always interested to hear in what you guys have to say on these topics. Thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, what am I wearing today? And I'll do my scent of the day on a separate video, but I actually put on Office for Men today. I hadn't worn it in a little while, and when I was thinking of this video and the perfumes I wanted to highlight, I realized I hadn't worn this one in a while, so I'm actually wearing Office for Men today. So shout out to Jeremy. There you have it. This is Joel the Nose. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll be back soon with another video.